Hi, I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. Today is Wednesday, October 21st. Feels like there's a lot of information that I want to share with you today as I was preparing for this video shoot. So hopefully hopefully this isn't the beginning of a half-hour video for you, but there is just a lot going on that I want to provide updates and just information to you. We are still at the stage where we're doing weekly testing of our employees. That's based on the positivity rate in Johnson County, which when I looked yesterday was 5.3% positive cases. That needs to get down below 5% before we're able to do testing on a monthly basis. So for the last several weeks now, we've been doing weekly testing. Prior to that, when the positivity rate was above 10%, we needed to do twice a week testing. So we're at least thankful that it's down to once a week. And the test that we did yesterday, we actually used the rapid testing system. So we did not have to wait until Thursday or even Friday to get the results from Tuesday tests. And I'm happy to report that all of us who tested were negative again. So that's probably at least a month now that we've all been negative for employee tests, and as long as that is the case, we do not need to test our health center residents. So that's good news there. We do continue to be COVID-free for all of our resident population, so no cases in independent living and assisted living or in the health center. And that is obviously our goal, to stay healthy for everybody. Johnson County case counts are slowly increasing. So there was a huge surge in August that slowed down, and it had been hovering for the last month. It had been hovering around 20 and then slowly increasing from 20 to 22 new cases per day. And most recently, it's right around 25 new cases per day. So we're not seeing the huge surge that we had, but we're also not seeing a steady decline, which is what we would obviously prefer to be seeing. So please continue. If you're out in the community, just know that on average, there's 25 new cases that are testing positive every day, and continue to wear face covering and shield if you're out in the broader community. And I know almost all of you are doing that here within the Oakdale community as well, and we thank you for that. We are living with the virus. We have no choice but to do that. And as we've lived with it for so many months now, we are starting to make some changes. And one of the changes that you'll notice is our grocery operations have recently relocated down to one of the apartments in the central building from Community Room A. We wanted to free up the entire community room so that we could start to do some programming again. So the first program or service that will happen in the larger community room is this coming Sunday. There will be a Vespers service, and it will be with somebody from outside of the Oak Knoll community for the first time since March. So for a while, several months, we just didn't do a Vespers service. Then a few months ago, Aretha Haas, one of our very good staff members, volunteered to lead the Vespers service, and many of you have been participating on a weekly basis in that service. And I absolutely want to thank Retha for her service in leading that over the last several months. So thank you to Retha. You've done a fantastic job, and I know it's a service that is much appreciated by many of our residents. But we will be bringing somebody in from outside for the first time this coming Sunday. Also, in early November, on November 5th, we have planned our first program. There is a group called the Red Cedar Chamber Music group that will be here on November 5th. It is a string quartet They are fantastic. Many of you I know have heard them before in performances at Oak Knoll, but that will be our first live music performance from anybody outside since March as well. We will have the entire community room, so both rooms A and B, and we'll be able to seat up to 40 people. We will do an RSVP system so that we know who to expect in that room, and we will have seating spread out throughout that big space, and 40 people in that biggest space is probably going to feel kind of empty, but that's what we're safe and comfortable with at this point. We will also be live streaming that program to your apartment. So if you're somebody who's not yet comfortable going to a live event like that and being in a little bit bigger group, you don't have to do that to enjoy this program. It will come straight to your apartment, and I'm sure that we'll also video the program just in case something goes wrong with the live stream. We'd at least have the video that we can share later. Finally, I want to give an update on Oak Knoll East. We are doing tours tomorrow for our residents and for our board members so that you can get in and see the building before the first residents move in. If you haven't already signed up for a tour spot, please call Aretha Haas at extension 3003. We will be taking buses over there, buses of 4 people at a time. But if you have your own transportation and would like to do that, we also can accommodate that. The tour groups will leave every 20 minutes in groups of no more than 4 people at a time. So we're going to be spread out. There shouldn't be much mingling with anybody outside of your 4-person tour group. You probably won't even see them. So just be aware of that opportunity. If you haven't already signed up, there's still some spaces available for that. On Friday, we'll be doing the same thing with our staff members who are curious about Oak Knoll East, and that is in anticipation of our first move-ins who we will welcome to Oak Knoll East on Monday next week. We'll have 1 household move into Building 1 and 1 household move into Building 2, both Monday and Tuesday next week, and we anticipate that by Thanksgiving we will have 17 households living at our new Oak Knoll East community. Want to provide a special thank you to Hodge Construction. This has not been an easy time to do a construction project. Most of our meetings have been virtual meetings. We've not been together in the same room for many months during this construction process. The end product is absolutely fantastic. It's something that we're very proud of, and they really did stay on schedule. They told us that they'd have buildings 1 and 2 ready for occupancy in October, and here it is the end of October, and we're going to be moving the first people in on October 26th. So thank you to Josh Peterson and Andy Hodge with Hodge Construction for keeping that project on track, and it's going to be a great addition to the Oak Knoll community. I think that's all I have today. Thank you. Stay well, stay healthy, stay safe.